marriage be as happy, wonderful, and loving as mine. With the word in Hebrew meaning to life, l'chaim.
We've always told our children the most important consideration in choosing a life partner is someone who will love you as you deserve to be loved and is willing to choose every day to maintain that love. Your love for each other exemplifies this. Remember the love you feel today. Look back on it daily and measure how much it has grown. Please raise your glass to Mrs. and Mrs. Lane.
Walking over here tonight, I said to Jackie, don't worry, we haven't lost a daughter. We've gained a daughter. And how freaking cool is that? Julia blessed us when being born 30 years ago. With every breath I have taken in those 30 years, I have tried to protect you and spread love and joy around you as much as I could, and you always reciprocated. I love you with all my heart. While I was protecting her, it also required me to shoo away other potential suitors from time to time. And seeing these two women today and every day makes me so happy I did that, because this is so right.
Jules, being a part of your life these past 10 years has been an absolute blessing. And adding Aubrey into our inner circle is simply the best decision you've ever made. Now, as you both embark on this next adventure, never stop exploring, filling your cup with Aubrey's morning lattes, and what makes you the happiest.
It has truly been an honor to sleep on your couch so many times and watch you fall in love up close and far away from day one to today. So to the Lanes, let the memories from this weekend create an album of your love to play throughout the years. Thank you for bringing us together and lighting up our lives with your love. May we show up for each other over and over and over again as our families grow, as we age and grow old together. And forever remember this weekend as a symbol of pride, beauty, and profound love.
Aubrey and Jules' paths had crossed multiple times, but it was ultimately a misconnection through Denver that led to this here union. These ladies took the bold and frankly really scary step from being friends to being more, and it was the best decision you've ever made for us, Julesy. Thank you for that. Since then, I have watched them play and grow in ways that I never could have imagined.
Well. Looks like our pact to hold each other accountable to staying single didn't work out too well, now did it? It is such a gift to be standing up here today. I never really dreamt of what my wedding would look like, but I did always wonder who I might end up with. Which leads me to this. Before we started dating, I journaled about my ideal partnership and what it looked like in my brain. That journal entry said, "It feels like home. It feels like fun. It is deeply rooted in friendship and also has an element of magnetic attraction. We build community. We travel. We spend a lot of time outside. My friends are her friends, and her friends are my friends, and they're all fucking epic. We communicate open and honestly and do our best to show up for each other every day. She sees me deeply and allows herself to be seen by me. We build a home and a family together. We build off of our creative forces together. We recognize our own desires, maintain our individuality, and we find ways to keep that alive for ourselves while also operating as a team. We recognize that tough stuff happens, and we use those tough times and hard conversations to grow with each other. We create traditions that are silly but meaningful to us. We hold each other accountable. We support each other. We inspire each other. We remain patient with each other. We always return to see things through a lens of love. We try new things together. Our families get along and enjoy spending time with one another. We sip coffee on our front porch together and we talk about the things that we appreciate often. We recognize the chores that the other person does not like to do, and we do them for each other. We allow each other to collapse when it's necessary, knowing that our relationship is always a safe place. We live deeply in abundance in so many ways. We continue to explore new things until we are old and gray, and life is better because of this partnership. I gotta say, I'm a pretty incredible manifester because that partnership is exactly what we have built. Juju Bean, you are the total package, baby. You're intelligent, you're generous, you're compassionate, you're creative, you're thoughtful, you're silly, you're an absolute smoke show. You are my best friend, my favorite road trip buddy, my personal cheer captain, and travel agent. And I will never get over the fact that our lives get to be one continuous slumber party with each other. Thank Goddess for the snowstorm that canceled your flight and kickstarted this whole adventure. When I drove to Telluride to quarantine in March of 2020, I truly had no idea what I was getting myself into. All I knew was that I wanted to be with you. If we can not only survive, but thrive, living through a pandemic in a 300 square foot half house, peeing in water bottles up a ladder in the middle of the night, we can do anything. As we move forward into this next chapter, I promise to treat you with love, patience, respect, kindness, and empathy forever. I promise to be your morning chef, delivering lattes to your bedside so you don't have to face any part of the day before you've had coffee. I promise to search with a metal detector and then ride my bike up the mountain in the summer to find any more skis that you may lose during a crazy Saturday. Just hopefully none. I promise to fix the things that break in our house, even if I don't know how to yet. I promise to always give you credit when I'm wearing your clothes and people compliment my outfit. This is all mine, by the way. This is all mine. I promise to work every day to be the best version of myself so I can show up fully for you in our relationship. I promise to make space for quality time when our worlds get busy, and I promise to make sure you know how much I love, cherish, and appreciate you every single day. Just like I wrote in my journal, my life is better because of this partnership. I love you, and I choose you for always.
Aubrey. Growing up, I always thought I'd be getting married to early 2000s teen idol and icon, Jessie McCartney. So you can imagine my shock to see you here today. I know in this moment I'm supposed to say it's always been you, but it was Jessie first. But back then, while I was hanging up posters of him in my bedroom, you were out here in Colorado drawing pictures of none other than WNBA's Sue Bird. So perhaps we're both surprised by who we found under this chuppah. Truth be told, you and Jessie McCartney are not all that different. You both have gorgeous blonde hair, heart-melting vocals, and beautiful, beautiful blue eyes. At the end of the day, above all, you are the nice Jewish boy my parents always wanted me to end up with. I know you're probably just as shocked as everyone that I've gotten this deep into my vows and I'm still talking about Jessie McCartney. So I'll leave it at this.
You're the one I wanna chase. You're the one I wanna hold. I won't let another minute go away. I want you and your beautiful soul.
To few people's surprise, I told you I loved you on our first real date. It was a classic lesbian first date. 2 plane rides and 1 week long. I say date loosely, as each was no shorter than a week. On our second or third date, you sang me the first song you wrote about me. On our fifth date, you came on vacation with my family, and on our sixth date, you moved in with me. After a long conversation about the fact that you'd really moved in months ago and should probably just start paying some rent. I love the way you write glowing Google reviews for friends and strangers' businesses when you get a little drunk. Who the fuck does that? I'll never forget going to read the reviews for our dentist to see if I really had 18 cavities or if he was just a lying thief. And the third review down was Aubrey Maple, best dentist ever. I love the way you took on being the nicest Jewish wife like you were training for a Jewish Ironman. It wasn't a competition, but you definitely got first place. I love the way you glue your face to the window of any plane we're on like a 5-year-old, and how you tap me every 2 seconds to point out different mountain ranges while I try my hardest to read my book. I love the way you yell at me to come into the living room at the top of your lungs, and I come running expecting to see a bear on our deck or a kitchen on fire, but you just want to show me a new leaf growing on one of our plants. I love the way you filled our home with said plants, to the point where I worry that we may have to move out soon because the jungle will grow too big for there to be space for us too. But in the meantime, I adore and admire your deep love and care for each plant. They make our house feel like a home. I love the way you cry at concerts because music moves you. I'll have no idea, and then you turn around and look at me completely sobbing. Most of all, I love the way you love me too. You are the soundtrack to my life, the handiest handy woman I know, and the barista of my dreams. You're the one I want to share my joy with, and the one I want to hold my sad. I'll never stop being in awe of the way you are truly exceptional at literally everything you do. Everybody knows that's true. You are surrounded by the most special kind of luck and good fortune, and I'm so grateful to soak some of that in, and for how it has shaped the way you see the world. You've won more Instagram giveaways than anyone else ever. I mean, who wins a 6-foot cactus on Instagram, and then a baby sleeping bag, and also a coffee mug, and also an RV rental all in the same year? Opsy. I promise to love you in a way that makes you feel free. I promise to fight with you against a world that sometimes feels hungry to take away our right to stand here today and do just this. I promise to remain open to getting a chihuahua, but most likely not. I promise to listen to you and hear you when you tell me that everything in the world is going to be okay, and sometimes even believe you. I promise to never stop reminding you that we got this, in all caps, even when we're sitting on the floor of our gutted kitchen with a stop work order on the door. I promise to own my shit and say I'm sorry, even if we're both sorry and maybe you're a little bit more sorry. I promise to continue to be the biggest lady fan and supporter, even if sometimes that means listening to the same song 78 times before it's released and also after. You are my dream girl, Aubrey. Jesse McCartney has nothing on you.
May your bond of love be as difficult to break as it would be to put together the pieces of this glass. I now pronounce you wifeys for lifey. You may kiss your bride.